Hey quiz lovers, hope you enjoy the last video. Well, let's continue to put your beliefs to the test. Welcome to the ultimate policy showdown, Republicans versus Democrats. Episode 2. If you are ready, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more fun games like this. Would you rather choose to oppose LGBTQ plus rights in military or support LGBTQ plus rights in military? Favor fewer corporate regulations or support stronger corporate regulations? Cut arts and culture funding or increase arts and culture funding? Oppose public housing programs or support public housing programs? Favor privatization of student loans or support government-funded student loans? Favor private prisons or support ending private prisons? Advocate for stricter voting laws or advocate for easier voting access? Favor traditional values in education or support progressive values in education? Favor religious freedom exemptions or oppose religious freedom exemptions for discrimination? Support more military interventions or oppose unnecessary military interventions? Reduce foreign military presence or maintain or expand foreign military presence? Favor lowering the corporate tax rate or favor raising the corporate tax rate? Support withdrawing from global climate agreements or support global climate agreements? Favor limiting LGBTQ plus rights or support expanding LGBTQ plus rights? Support economic deregulation or support economic regulation for consumer protection? Oppose reparations for slavery or support reparations for slavery? Favor harsher penalties for drug offenses or favor rehabilitation over punishment for drug offenses? Reduce funding for mental health programs or increase funding for mental health programs? Oppose universal pre-K or support universal pre-K? Limit voting rights for convicted felons or restore voting rights for convicted felons? Support private sector-driven healthcare innovation or support government-driven healthcare innovation? Favor military action against rogue states or favor diplomatic efforts with rogue states? Limit aid for the homeless or expand aid for the homeless? Favor reduced government involvement in education or favor increased government involvement in education? Oppose reparations for racial injustice or support reparations for racial injustice? Favor limiting pandemic lockdowns or favor enforcing pandemic lockdowns? Support offshore oil drilling or oppose offshore oil drilling? Favor aggressive immigration enforcement or favor comprehensive immigration reform? Oppose restrictions on fossil fuel production or support restrictions on fossil fuel production? Favor corporate tax cuts to stimulate growth or support taxing corporations to fund public programs? Oppose restrictions on campaign finance or support stricter campaign finance laws? Oppose paid sick leave mandates or support paid sick leave mandates? Favor a larger role for religious organizations in public policy or oppose religious influence in public policy? Support ending the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, or support expanding the Affordable Care Act? Oppose rent control or support rent control? Favor cutting funding for environmental programs or favor increasing funding for environmental programs? Favor limiting unemployment benefits or favor expanding unemployment benefits? Oppose international trade agreements or support international trade agreements? Favor reducing corporate regulations on pollution or support stricter corporate regulations on pollution? Oppose expansion of worker rights or support expansion of worker rights? Support tough on crime legislation or support criminal justice reform for minor offenses? Favor lower corporate welfare or favor higher corporate taxes to reduce inequality? Support tighter border security or support humane immigration reform? Oppose universal background checks for guns or support universal background checks for guns? Oppose increasing corporate transparency or support increasing corporate transparency? Favor fewer restrictions on pharmaceutical companies or favor more restrictions on pharmaceutical companies? Support aggressive foreign policy or support diplomatic foreign policy? Favor cutting government research funding or support increased government research funding? Oppose regulation of social media platforms or support regulation of social media platforms? Support banning transgender individuals from the military or support allowing transgender individuals in the military?
Alright, that's it for today, folks. Did you manage to find all the answers? Let us know your score in the comments below. We'd love to see how you did. If you enjoyed this challenge, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more brain-teasing quizzes. Your support keeps the quizzes coming. Thanks for playing, and see you next time.